What's going on, everybody? C4 here today, bringing the newest episode of Super Bowl or Bust, which is pretty much our weird genetic Frankenstein series here on Madden 17, where we just take combinations and try to switch it around and see if we can win a Super Bowl in one season. And today, we're doing some interdivisional incestual action, if you will, by putting on some of the best defenders on the Houston Texans on the Colts to see if that is good enough to get the Colts into the Super Bowl. I personally am under the belief that the Colts are a cursed franchise here in this year's game, and that nothing will get them into the Super Bowl, let alone the goddamn playoffs, as you could tell from our realistic rebuilds, where we had one of the most stacked teams I had throughout that entire series did make the playoffs once. So let's see what we can do here. Obviously, we're using some decent roster, a little bit updated rosters, a little sneak peek. Offensive line looks decent. Obviously, you got T.Y. Hilton, who led the league in receiving yards. Moncrief, Frank Gore, Andrew Luck. You got Kamar Aiken. Dwayne Allen's still on the roster for some reason. He shouldn't be. Defensive side of the ball, though. I guess we'll just check. It's easier to check it in the depth chart. So what we did to add from the Houston Texans, at the left defensive end spot, we brought over debatably the best player in the NFL on offense or defense, and that is J.J. Watt. Still have to wait and see what happens after the back injury, but until we're proven wrong, he is going to come back next year and be a man on a mission. At right defensive end, we're going with Jadeveon Clowney. He really emerged as a superstar defensive end in pretty much the absence of J.J. Watt. And I think Texan fans, they're probably just saying, all right, doesn't matter if we get a quarterback or not next season. We have Clowney. We have Watt. Good luck trying to play offense against us. Then we also have, at the middle linebacker spot, we threw in Bernardrick McKinney, who's been a very productive linebacker for the Texans. And then Whitney Merciless, who also contributes off the edge, completing a very good edge rush everywhere on either side of the field for the Houston Texans. So these 4 players going to be enough that we can win the Super Bowl? Well, let's just see what we can do. All right. So how we do this is we zoom right to the end. And hopefully we don't bust. I think this should be good enough. But like I said, I do have the theory that the Colts are one of the few cursed franchises in this year's Madden. Be it from the sim. Maybe if I was playing out the full 16, 17 games. 17-week, 16-game season. Maybe we might be able to get in with the Colts. But I just have a feeling there's certain teams that certainly excel in the sim. San Diego Chargers are one. Houston Texans are another. I see the Chiefs there a lot. Not so much on the NFC side of things. I guess after the updated rosters, it seems more often than not in the Sims, the Falcons are going to the Super Bowl. That kind of makes sense because they have a really good roster. But, I mean, the Chargers are probably the most prominent. Joey Bosa is, in my opinion, the most overpowered player in this year's game. And it seems like maybe whoever was in charge from EA side in developing the Super Sim, or anytime there's any simulation, be it the play of the moments or anything, they just made the Chargers, they must have been a Chargers fan, because they made the Chargers super overpowered. And I don't think it's going to matter if they're from LA or if they're from San Diego. Either way, you are prepared for death when you take on them San Diego Chargers. But yeah, we got Andrew Luck here on the offensive side of the ball. It was an easy transition as well because the Texans play the same base defense as the Colts do, the 3-4. So it's not like we're trying to take like the best 4-3 defense and trying to jam them into a 3-4 and seeing if they can put it all together and win some games. At least this is a nice seamless transition from defenses. But yeah, as always, guys, in this series, feel free to keep suggesting ideas in the comment section. We got 20 ideas right now that I'm going to be working on and recording. And you guys will see them over the next coming months until Madden 18 comes out. As it stands right now, I have videos scheduled, or at least written into hey, I got to make this video until mid-July. So we're looking. Obviously, I still have to make all those videos. It's not like, holy shit, C4, that guy here is pulling all-nighters, putting out the YouTube videos. But I think up till July 14th, I have a video scheduled for every single day, and then we'll work in some double uploads when we mix in some connected franchise modes, be it the Eagles or the Huskies. So there we go. One more week. I think we'll make the playoffs with this roster, to be completely honest with you. I think 4 players is enough to swing it. I mean, the offensive side of the ball, the Colts really aren't that bad. They're, you obviously have a franchise quarterback at 90+, and Andrew Luck. We might have got a bye. No, we got fired. We did not even make, the Colts are cursed. There was no other way to put it. The Indianapolis Colts are fucking cursed. We threw on in the AFC We were 8-8. We were 8-8. Here's our roster. Okay, let's see what happened with the stats here. 8-8. Okay, maybe this Chuck. I don't know what is going on, but that is unbelievable. I was sarcastically saying, "Oh yeah, they're cursed." Maybe they are. Andrew Luck, a 91 overall quarterback, 3,700, 3,800 passing yards, 20 touchdowns, 21 picks. Running the ball, Frank Gore, not a bad year for him. Receiving, we got T.Y. Hilton, who's a 91, 92 overall, 900 yards, 7 touchdowns. We got Kamar Aiken, 80 overall. Like, very good offense. One of the better offenses and more well-rounded offenses. Offensive line's not terrible. Defensive side of the ball, McKinley with 132 tackles the second half and 3 picks. We got 13.5 sacks from Clowney, 14.5 sacks from J.J. Watt, and 7 sacks from Whitney Merciless. What the problem is, how many times did he get sacked? Well, he got 54 sacks, so maybe we could throw this one up on the offensive line. But still, that is absolutely unacceptable. That an offense that has one of the best quarterbacks, one of the best wide receivers, not a terrible offensive line. I don't know if we can actually check the overalls. I don't think because we got fired. But I think that probably the average overall on that Colts offensive line is probably 80. High 70s, low 80s. So that's not bad. That's certainly still could be determined a serviceable offensive line. And then you go ahead and add, 2 of the best edge rushers. They get you almost 30 combined sacks, 28 combined sacks. I don't know, man. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below if you're a Colts fan or have played with the Colts and you've struggled. I've actually seen in the comment description on my Colts realistic rebuild, people saying, yeah, man, like I did whatever I could with the Colts, could not win the Super Bowl. Some people probably have made at least the playoffs. But let me know if you're a Colts fan that have struggled with the simulation in this year's Madden game. Maybe there's something. Maybe there's more than meets the eye here. But, yeah, sometimes we fail here in Super Bowl Bust, and this just adds more beef to the theory that the Colts are a cursed franchise here in Madden 17. So let me know some thoughts in the comment section below. Suggestions as well. And until next time, guys, it's C4 saying peace out.